Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Davey Dangerously coming at you once again. This time with my boy Dan the Beast Salazar. As you know, last time, episode 17, rated R, still under the weather. So it's just going to be me and this guy, 2/3 of the legendary Ring Crüe.
Episode 18?
Episode 18. We're almost at 20. Can you believe that?
It's crazy.
So it is Friday.
It's the start of WrestleMania
It's the
weekend.
start of WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
It is starting today and it is...
Tonight. The big show.
Before we get into the Mania, let's get into NXT TakeOver Dallas. I'm excited.
I think I may be more excited for NXT than
I think I am too, because there's so many good wrestlers on this card. There's so many good matches. We got the debut of Nakamura.
Oh, woo!
I know I got goosebumps.
Getting goosebumps.
I can't wait. And we also have the Hall of Fame. How could I fucking forget that? We have the Hall of Fame.
Tonight,
back to back.
Saturday Hall of Fame, Sunday Mania, along with all those other indie shows we talked about. So make sure you watch all those too. But this episode, we're going to talk about WrestleMania WWE weekend. So tonight, man, NXT. Yeah. What do you think? What are you excited for? Well, I should take it back. Other than Nakamura's debut, what are you excited for?
I'm excited for Joe versus Balor. I think, I think Balor's going to lose the title.
You think so?
And maybe. I'm torn, but all these rumors about the, Anderson and Gallows.
The Bullet Club, the Bulletproof Balor Club.
So if the time for them to debut is now, hey, let's do it on the main roster. He doesn't need the championship. He really doesn't. He's been a champion for over 200 days.
Yeah, almost
300. It's been since July 4th in Tokyo. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. I can't wait to see the paint. He's been teasing some new paint.
Yeah, I saw that little promo video they had for his warm-ups and his working out in the woods.
Weird.
Kind of weird.
Very, like Wyatt family-ish.
I thought of Willow in TNA.
Boo.
But
yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Nakamura versus Sami Zayn. That's going to be...
We're also, not only the debut of Nakamura, we're going to see the wrestling in-ring debut of Austin Aries. That's going to be an awesome match versus Baron Corbin. We kind of touched on Corbin in the last episode, doing this indie killer gimmick, which is kind of cool. Yeah. I'm starting to dig Corbin a little bit.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't want to see him beat Aries, though, in his debut. So, I don't know.
It's kind of weird, because you want Corbin to win because this thing that he's doing, but you kind of want Aries to win because it's his first match.
Yeah, it's a big debut.
We also got Asuka versus Bayley for the Women's Championship.
That I'm super excited for.
That's going to be intense.
Yeah, Bayley has been an awesome women's champion.
Yeah.
She put on matches of the year with Sasha Banks and had, she doesn't have her 4 horsemen there with her anymore. So this is one of her biggest matches alone since, the other 3 girls went up to the main roster. Yeah. But if she's going to pull off another great match, it's going to be with Asuka.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait for that. And we also got the Revival versus American Alpha.
American Alpha's on fire right now. Those guys are...
I love Chad Gable's boots. The red, white, and blue with the 2 stars. I'm a sucker for a good pair of boots. Those boots are awesome.
There's some good boots.
There's some good boots. So random, but I'm looking forward to that
I don't like how they don't match his new gear, though.
Yeah, the weird colors.
My wife was watching NXT with me, and that's the first thing she said. I don't like how his boots don't match his... She said his little onesie.
She's still in baby mode.
She's still in baby mode, so Chad Gable will get some boots to match your onesie.
Yeah,
Or something. Keep them. Dave loves them.
I love them. Send them to me, I'll put them in the trophy room.
That's going to be an awesome match. So those guys have been on fire. And
who else we got?
Everybody's calling him the new Team Angle. Kurt Angle's going to be in Dallas.
Can you imagine?
Kurt Angle's in Dallas this weekend.
Can you imagine to hear that music?
That would be...
The You Suck.
I don't think he'd get the You Suck, though.
They still got to chant it.
But Kurt Angle with teaming up and managing American Alpha, that would be awesome if they were the new Team Angle.
Who else we got? We got Apollo Crews versus Samson.
Oh, Elias, the Drifter. I don't know. I just can't get behind that gimmick, man. I mean, he seems like a talented guy. He's shown some fire this past few weeks when he attacked Johnny Gargano after the match. He's got potential. He's got a good look. He's got a good physique. I just don't.
The scarf kills it.
Yeah, I just don't see anything.
The guitar with the dollars.
I don't see anything in that character, man. I don't see it going anywhere.
It's very creepy, like.
Yeah, he seems like a creep.
Yeah.
But whatever, the guy, he gets it done in the ring. Hopefully, he kind of evolves from this gimmick a little bit.
I would hate to see Cruz lose to Samson.
Yeah.
On quite possibly the biggest show
ever
in NXT history.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cruz, I feel like he's kind of stuck in the middle right now. He's
kind of just.
He had a really rocket to the top, really good start when he got into NXT, and he's talented. I mean, he's going to be phenomenal for years to come. But he's just kind of in a weird spot. Joe and Balor have been in the main event scene for quite a while, and he's kind of
long time.
Yeah, he's shown glimpses. He's had matches with Balor, phenomenal matches, but he's not necessarily.
Like
he's not necessarily a main event guy in NXT. And maybe if Balor goes up or if Joe goes up to the main roster, Cruz will be one of the next ones to step up. I can see him having great matches, with main event matches there, with guys like Nakamura and stuff like that, with Austin Aries, with Baron Corbin. They had a great match in Brooklyn.
Yep.
So, was it Brooklyn?
London.
London, yeah. So, I mean, they can have some more great main event matches. So, looking forward to him. Honestly don't really
it's like a sleeper match
about him and Samson. I don't know what the feud is, but whatever. It might be
still a good card.
Still a great card, of course. And then we have the debut of Shinsuke Nakamura. It's gonna be his.
I can't do that.
Yeah, whatever he does.
Did you see when he that picture when he was saying goodbye to his mom?
Yeah, and his mom's like, wait.
That was good stuff. Your brother said it was like a little kid on the first day of school.
Yeah.
That was so good.
So seeing
that's a huge signing.
His debut in NXT is gonna get so many. Not that eyes all over the world aren't already watching NXT, but so many more eyes from Japan and Asia are going to be watching NXT just to see him, and I think it's going to be a great. I thought that was a phenomenal way they put it together. Him and Zayn. It's going to be a great first match for him and a great last NXT match for Sami Zayn. So honestly, I mean, of course, I would love to see Nakamura win, but I don't think it's going to matter either way.
No, it's going to be one of those sentimental matches that everyone's going to be talking about. Whoever wins, whoever loses, it doesn't matter. Like you said, great debut, last hurrah to the main roster for Zayn.
Yeah, he goes from...
and then the next day, or 2 days later, he's in the match for this title right here.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Match. We'll get to that.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
But most likely the last NXT match for Sami Zayn. Hopefully he stays on the main roster. It seems to be that way right now. Yeah. They can use him. They need him. Super looking forward to it tonight. After you watch this, go get some snacks. Go get ready for it. It's coming on tonight. I believe it's 6 o'clock. 7?
It's coming up. It's within the next few hours. So.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what time. Sorry about that, but
it's live on the network.
It's on the network. Yeah, you're gonna see it. And then we go to tomorrow night, WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes.
I don't think there's gonna be as many tears as last year.
No, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna be honest. We were at the Hall of Fame last year. We were there live. And both of us cried like a baby.
Not only us, the entire arena was in tears when they inducted Connor the Crusher with the Warrior
Award. That was an awesome moment.
First, Dana Warrior came out and made this whole speech about Warrior.
That was
a little emotional. And then, when D-Bry came out, started talking about Connor. Then his dad, and then his little brother. I love you, Connor. Oh my God,
we were blubbering.
Yeah,
babies,
we weren't the only ones though. Like the whole arena was in tears.
Yeah, it was So
very emotional.
I don't see it getting that emotional this
No.
year. There's a couple posthumous awards. So unfortunately, some people passed before they got their awards. Big Boss Man,
Terry Bam Bam Gordy,
Gordy,
Tony Jack Roberts.
Michael Hayes might be blubbering a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to the guys that are inducting them.
Yeah.
If you haven't heard, it's going to be the New Day.
Thought that was a little weird at first. The only thing they have in common is they're using the New Day. I'm sorry, the New Day is using the Freebird rule. But I think it's going to be entertaining. I don't. Do you think they're going to be in character? Or are you going to be?
Francesca needs to stay in the back.
No,
I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that before I hear Bad Street. I don't want to hear that. I'm pretty sure there are going to be some moments, but they need to keep it traditional. Like they need to say. The reason why we're here is because of these guys. Right. Because honestly, the 3-man tag team hardly ever works. It started with the Freebirds. There's been a couple 3-man tags here and there. Yeah. I think the New Day is a great 3-man tag. The Unicorn Stampede. They need to keep that legacy alive. But I think they don't need to be.
Completely in
character. They don't need to be swiveling their hips. They don't need to be hoo. And I love all that stuff.
Right.
But I just think.
Well, I keep it classy for the Hall of Fame.
I can't wait to see Michael P.S. Hayes, his outfit. Because he wears ridiculous shit on a regular basis. And then when it comes to Hall of Fame, he steps it up tenfold. And now he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
He's the star of the show, man.
Man, I can only imagine what kind of suit he's going to pull out for that.
Red, white, and blue blinged out suit. Confederate
No.
Okay.
We've been talking about this. We didn't know if we wanted to bring it up on camera, but this guy wants to see the New Day come out with a
Confederate flag, cowboy suits with cowboy hats.
Totally inappropriate.
That would be the
it would be great.
Thing ever.
It'd be great for fans, horrible for PR.
But it's the New Day.
It's the New Day. It's the Freebirds. But
either way,
I would love to see that. I'm sure somewhere backstage that's gonna happen. But I just don't see that happening on camera.
All right.
But it would be fucking sweet to see that.
I'll create them on WWE 2K.
Okay. Oh God. So we have them. Let's see.
Boss Man. He's gonna be inducted by Slick.
Oh, I can't wait.
Bro.
He better come out to Jive Soul, bro. I swear to God, I'll flip this table. That's gonna be a great. Slick's awesome.
Yeah, good.
Slick's awesome. It's gonna be a great speech. Jacqueline's getting inducted. That's gonna be great. Very well deserved. Godfather.
The Man Called Sting.
That's going to be a great speech. That's 30 years of a career right there.
Flair, right? Flair doing the induction.
My man, the Nature Boy Ric Flair will be inducting Sting, and rightfully so.
With their history, imagine the
30 years. Yeah. 30 years of those two going up and down the road. I'm so excited for that. Sting's WWE career was not what we wanted it to be, but...
Well, if those of you who don't know, early last week, it was put out by, I believe it was TMZ. Sting's retiring. Sting's going to announce his retirement at the Hall of Fame due to medical reasons, and it was kind of like, oh man, we're never going to see that Sting Undertaker match we've always wanted, and even the teased the little bit they talked about Sting versus Bray Wyatt. That would have been a great match, but now this week. Sting's come back out and says, hey, I never said I was retiring.
He's technically cleared to wrestle from doctors.
We'll see. Maybe his induction speech includes his retirement speech, or maybe he says, hey.
Maybe it's all swerve.
Maybe he says he's coming back.
We'll see. It's going to be great. He's going to be the headliner, and then the very next night,
WrestleMania.
The show of shows.
We got our WrestleMania gear
from last
year's WrestleMania gear.
We had an awesome time.
WrestleMania play button. Now it's WrestleMania Star.
Yeah, Star WrestleMania. They don't do numbers anymore. But it's gonna be great. That card is stacked. There's so many great matches. So many. There's a lot of matches.
Let's talk about them.
There's a lot of matches.
One by one. So the pre-show thing, I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird.
Flip flop.
It's going to be on the network, I assume, of course. Also on the USA Network. There's going to be some matches that are only WWE Network, some matches that are on both USA and WWE.
Yes.
So just yesterday, it was announced that Kalisto and Ryback for the United States title has been moved to the network on the pre-show. Kind of a strange match. I mean, I could see it was put together, over the last few weeks. I don't know. I was hoping to see Kalisto in a little bit of a bigger spotlight at WrestleMania this year. He's had a great year. He had that awesome moment at TLC.
Woo!
And he's the U.S. champ. I mean, the U.S. champ has gained so much prestige this past year. If you think about Cena winning it last year at Mania from Rusev and carrying it most of the year and trading it with Rusev and then losing it eventually to
Seth Rollins,
champion. So that was kind of a big moment for the U.S. title, and it was a big year, gained a lot of traction, and now it's just kind of
It was great when Alberto came back and beat Cena.
Yeah.
And then, man, talk about upsetting Alberto's return.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I was hoping to see the U.S. title and Kalisto in a bigger spotlight at Mania, but
that should have been a ladder match with 6 dudes.
Yeah, exactly. So, it didn't happen, but whatever. It's going to be a decent match. I mean, I don't hate Ryback. I don't... Kind of indifferent with Ryback, I guess.
Mid-carder.
Yeah.
So it's a mid-card match, let's just be honest.
Yeah, so that's going to be probably going to be the first show of the night for the live audience, probably the first show on the network. Also on the pre-show, we're getting the Big Divas match, and it ended up being the Total Divas from the TV show. So we have Brie Bella in possibly her last match in WWE. She's announced,
pop out the babies.
Yeah, it's been announced that she's going to be retiring a lot sooner than expected. Monday night is what they're saying. So
Monday night, I can't wait for that.
I don't know if she's going to wrestle Monday night or if Sunday's going to be her last match. So possibly her last match with the girls from Total Divas. So it's Brie, Natalya, Paige, Alicia Fox, and now Eva Marie, who
got booed out of the fucking building on Monday Night Raw.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I do know the motivation of WWE is she's hot and they want her to be the star of the show. Whatever.
People hate her.
I just don't understand how they think that. Like, from what I read, it was expected that she was going to get a big pop on Monday.
I would have.
I don't know how they expect that.
No one would have.
She was a heel. She went to NXT as a heel, and she's coming back. And I don't know why they expect her to get a pop.
No.
As a face. Nobody was happy to see her.
Her wrestling skills have improved, but she still has that prima donna kind of attitude.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It is what it is.
Something's gonna happen. Even they didn't want to. Brie Bella didn't want to look at her, didn't want to raise her hand. It was awkward.
Yeah, and they're facing what they're calling Team Bad and Blonde. So that's Tamina, Naomi, Summer Rae, Emma, who's back on the main roster,
which is great.
Love that.
And Lana, the debut of
Lana.
Lana.
We're gonna see the in-ring debut, so we'll see how that goes. She's been saying that she's been training. I don't know. There's no proof of that.
There's no pictures of her there.
There's no proof of her at the Performance Center.
Ever.
So we'll see how that one goes. So that one's on the pre-show. Skip it if you want. I mean, no disrespect to women's wrestling, but
it's not the match we wanted to see.
Right. Also on the pre-show, kind of disappointing to see a big return this year to the WWE from the Dudley Boys, and now they're on the pre-show against the Usos. What do you think?
That match has run its course, I think.
Yeah. Kind of spread it out a little too long.
Yeah, I mean, they should have ended this feud at the last pay-per-view. I don't even remember if they had a match. Honestly, that thing's just been...
Yeah, Usos and Dudley.
It's great to have them back, honestly, but that should have been...
Yeah.
They should be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal and whatever.
Moving on to the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah.
There's been... I think it's a 20-man battle royal, and there's been 16 guys announced. We got 4 spots. Do you think it's going to be legends? Do you think it's going to be debuts? Do you think it's going to be NXT guys? I mean, what do you think?
I don't know. It could be. I'm hoping it'll be NXT guys. Like I said before on the show, I think there needs to be an NXT match on the card. If they're in the Under the Giant Battle Royal like Atami was last year, I'm cool with that. If it's Legends, I'm cool with that too. It is going to be the biggest WrestleMania. They're billing it as like attendance wise, so you know, if you want to build attendance, you're gonna have those 4 open spots. Who's it gonna be? So it might be Legends. I haven't really put that much thought in it, you know, like.
Well, one thing that I just read the other day is that it's been announced on April 15th that Cesaro is making his in-ring debut on the European tour. April 15th is only 2 weeks away. Why can't he make his debut?
I saw that picture of him on the plane.
Yeah, he is on his way to Dallas.
On the way to Dallas.
So
I'm sure he's required to be there. But
I think.
So is he not cleared? Is he gonna get cleared on the 14th? Like.
Yeah, exactly.
He's cleared now.
I'm assuming he's cleared now. That would be pretty awesome to hear the sirens hit and hear Cesaro come out and be a 2-time Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal winner.
That would be sweet. I would love to see that, don't get me wrong. I love Cesaro. We love Cesaro.
Apparently, WWE's high on Braun Strowman winning that.
Whatever. Like, that guy, Big Eugene needs to...
Big Eugene.
Fuck that guy. You see that fan uppercut?
Yeah.
He fucking deserves that.
He got punched by a fan, so...
Yeah. I don't... agree with fans punching wrestlers, but
yeah, don't hit wrestlers.
Don't ever do it, but fuck.
So there's basically Under the Giant Memorial Battle Royal is the mid-card battle royal. You know, it's all these guys who weren't put in other spots. So you know, get some on the show, get some to WrestleMania payday, and maybe get some a little exposure. I mean,
we'll see.
Cesaro won, and then they did nothing with him that year, so. We'll see.
He had a better year after that, you know, with the best team ever, but yeah.
Okay, moving on. Finally, just been announced on Monday, it was finalized AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. AJ Styles first WrestleMania.
Yeah. That's exciting.
I just read something yesterday that I thought was really cool, and that AJ Styles was in Wrestle Kingdom and WrestleMania the same year.
Can you imagine?
You know, January to April, you know, being in the two of the biggest pay-per-views in the whole world in the same year. Which
WWE's evolving.
Yeah.
It's evolved. The whole business is evolving.
Yeah, it's awesome. So super excited to see Styles debut. You know, everybody's been teasing that Gallows and Anderson are going to come in with Balor into NXT or to be the Balor Club, but you know, they might show up and have AJ's back.
Can you imagine?
That would be awesome.
Either way, I'd be happy.
And I've been loving heel Chris Jericho.
I love heel Chris Jericho.
He's an ass and he's like so good at it.
Yeah.
Like you said.
Remember the old days when he had the suit and the world title and he said all those big words and oh man.
That was the best.
Now he's got the scarf, which looks weird, but I love heel Chris Jericho.
He went from cool dad
to hipster upset man.
But heel Jericho's been good. Yeah. He's been actually, I'm not tired of the feud with him and AJ. Like AJ's only been working Jericho. Basically.
I don't like the AJ Styles, but I love that whole feud.
Yeah, they've been good. It's going to be probably their last match at Mania, so that's going to be good. I'm assuming AJ's going to go over, you know, and have a big Mania debut.
I hope so.
So hopefully it's just
Jericho's got nothing to prove.
Yeah, hopefully it's the start of bigger and better things for AJ. Next match, what else is going on there? We got this match, the IC title ladder match.
Let me just start off by saying, like, it sucks that Neville got hurt, but, and no disrespect to Zack Ryder, but seriously, Zack Ryder needs to be in the Memorial Battle Royal, and Tyler fucking Breeze needs to be in that ladder match.
Alright,
that pisses me off.
I see where you're coming from. You know what? Tyler Breeze is hot right now, and he's come from NXT, and he's been great, and he hasn't been given anything. But Zack Ryder's paid his dues, man.
He's looking good.
He's looking good. He's in phenomenal shape.
He's in great shape. He's got the beard. He's got Emma.
He's got Emma. His spirits are high right now.
Spirits are high, but fuck.
I think Zack Ryder is the dark horse in this thing.
I think I read something that Vince likes Zack Ryder because he'll do anything, you know, but maybe.
Yeah, unfortunately, Neville, like we hadn't talked about in the show, but Neville had a bad injury. Probably seen that on Monday Night Raw versus Jericho.
For
doing
a few months.
doing a standard, just a baseball slide under Jericho's legs. Broke his ankle pretty severe.
He broke it, still did a spinning kick.
Still Hurricane Rana. Yeah.
And he lost, but Jericho's the man, stepped up, saw he was hurt.
Yeah, but man, if Neville didn't get hurt,
can you imagine those spots?
Zack Ryder would most likely not be in this match. So he unfortunately owes this match to Neville.
Yes.
So
we're gonna give him that payday, brother.
And we're gonna be seeing the WrestleMania debut of Sami Zayn in this match. If Nakamura doesn't kick his head off,
he's gonna have a black eye.
He's probably gonna have a black eye. Yeah, Nakamura is gonna
knee the shit.
Probably give him a bone lay on tomorrow tonight. So hopefully Sammy's okay for the match. We'll see. Kevin Owens, his Mania debut.
KO Mania.
KO Mania is what he's calling it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm expecting big high spots.
That's gonna be good.
I mean, it's gonna be good. We also have Dolph Ziggler, who's sells better than anybody. We have Stardust and Sin Cara in the match too.
Even Sin Cara should have been out of there and had Tyler Breeze.
There we go. I can get behind that.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, Zach. I love Tyler Breeze. I wish he'd go back to NXT.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Does he even have the selfie stick anymore?
Yeah, he still has the selfie stick.
I'm just so upset.
Real quick, before we continue on with the matches, I kind of want to mention somebody who's not on the card. It's kind of a weird situation. It's the Wyatt family.
So random.
Of course, Luke Harper, another injury.
Come on.
Like, what is going on?
Horrible timing.
Yeah, Luke Harper had an awful injury too. I think he tore his ACL.
He's out 6 to 8 months.
He's going to be out, a long time. But supposedly Bray Wyatt has some type of like back injury or something that they're not necessarily talking about. I'm assuming he's going to be on the card somehow. Maybe I'm thinking maybe a run-in in the Lesnar Ambrose match.
They've been going back and forth.
Yeah. So I thought that was kind of weird that they haven't been announced for anything. So 2 of those spots in the Mania in the Andre Battle Royal could be, Strowman and Rowan. But yeah, kind of weird to not see Bray Wyatt in the card after wrestling Undertaker last year. So I mean
that entrance, oh my god.
Yeah, so if he's injured, he's injured. Yeah. If not, I don't know, it's kind of weird. So anyway, the next match, we talked about him a little earlier, the New Day versus the League of Nations. And I thought that was a weird setup to that match. I thought it was thrown together. It's kind of a way to get a lot of guys on the card.
Especially the New Day being so hot, you would think they would have it's not even for the title.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-4 handicap match. The only thing that I'm looking forward to for that match is the supposed New Day entrance.
Oh,
because
man.
I don't know exactly what it's gonna be, but they say that plans are huge for their entrance.
They gotta have a choir, I think.
A choir? I want to see them. I want to see them riding in on unicorns, flying in on flying unicorns.
Oh my goodness!
Over a rainbow.
Wow.
With the choir.
On more unicorns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
A choir on unicorns with the New Day flying in on unicorns. Winged unicorns.
This guy.
It's going to get crazy. I'm excited.
That match is thrown together.
Yeah, it's kind of thrown together.
Not for the title. It's weird.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see a big spot from Kofi. He didn't really have... He had like a Rumble moment this year, but it wasn't that great. He pretty much caught him. Yeah, it wasn't like the greatest Rumble moment.
It was the weakest one out of all of his Rumble moments.
Yeah, so maybe he'll have a big Mania moment.
I hope
That would
so.
be cool.
I'm waiting to see Xavier Woods' hair.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited for.
He's
too.
been kind of slacking off on the last couple pay-per-views.
Yeah, he's gonna he's gonna go all out for Mania.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
Then we have the probably I would say this is probably the biggest women's title match ever, Divas title match. We've had this past year the Divas Revolution, you know, the 4 horsewomen in NXT, the 3 of them jumping up to the Raw or to the main roster. Charlotte already winning the Divas title, and now to have the 3 NXT girls be in the main women's match and have all those other divas thrown together, that says something.
That says a lot
for them and for NXT and for the future of women's wrestling. And I think I'm hoping that it steals the show. I hope they do great.
And there is rumors that the Divas title no more on starting the Monday after Mania.
That would be awesome. My pick for the match, and I think a lot of people's pick, is Sasha Banks. Of course, the boss. We want to see her win. That would just be like a total culmination to her super awesome story. Her personal story, not her storyline. So that would be great. And then to see she came out Monday with a new women's title and not a Divas title. Then it would be the women's wrestling revolution.
They said that they're not going to be the Divas anymore. The only thing that they're going to use that term for is the Total Divas show. Right. It's supposed to be a new title. The butterfly belt is no more.
God, about time.
Dude, I hate that belt. But
and I hate the term divas. I'm glad that it's going away. I hope that Sasha Banks is the leader of the women's wrestling revolution, not the Divas revolution.
Yeah, so. I'm excited for that. Those 3 have earned it. They're great.
And don't sleep
wrestlers.
on Becky too, man.
Becky's hot right now.
She's awesome. So
yeah,
she could steal it.
Those exploder suplexes.
yeah, she could steal it. No one's expecting Becky. I think people are expecting either Charlotte to retain or Sasha to win. And Becky's kind of just there, but you never know, man.
Becky's been the one that's been, on her game too. Like we talked about Sasha a lot, talked about Charlotte a lot, but man, if it wasn't for Becky, this whole thing wouldn't be happening.
Yeah,
so
that's true. So we'll see. Hopefully the women's match gets a lot of time and gets a cool Snoop Dogg intro. But we'll see. Hopefully, like I said, my pick is Sasha to win, so hopefully she does and carries the women's wrestling revolution on her shoulders.
The boss. The legit boss.
So 3 matches here left to talk about. I don't know the order that they're going to be in. People are saying, there's the pure wrestling purists that say the WWE World Title match is always the main event, should always be the main event, should be the star of the show. But when you have a chance for your WWE champion to be booed out of the building at your biggest show of the year, I don't know if they want to take that risk.
Especially with all the stuff behind the Hell in a Cell matches,
yeah, exactly.
Is he gonna be screwed out of a victory? Shane's dropping the elbow.
Yeah.
Saying he killed his legacy 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then we have Brock Lesnar, who's always in the main event scene. So I mean, not that I don't think Lesnar and Ambrose is gonna go on last, but it could be the world title match, then Lesnar and Ambrose, then the Hell in a Cell. I don't know the order what it's gonna be in, but I know Lesnar and Ambrose is going to be...
Barn burner. I said it last episode, barn burner.
Yeah, barn burner is your new word here.
Put it in Pier 6 Brawl. Slobber knocker?
There you go, slobber knocker. It's going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be... I think it's going to be one of the most hardcore type, brutal matches we've seen from the WWE in a long time. Yeah. Of course, Lesnar's not afraid of anything. That guy will... He'll do a blade job if he has to. He'll take it the hard way if he has to.
He did last year.
Yeah, but I think we're going to see blood in that match. We're going to see weapons in that match. We're going to see...
We got the chainsaw from Terry Funk.
I don't know if we're going to see a chainsaw.
We got the Barbie bat from Mick Foley.
Yeah, that was cool to see Mick Foley and Terry Funk kind of pass the torch to Ambrose. So it's going to be hardcore, hard-hitting. Lesnar's going to pull no punches. He's going to beat the shit out of Ambrose. Ambrose is going to come at him with everything he's got. So.
And we know Ambrose can go in a hardcore match from his CZW days.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get a little bit of that going.
That's going to be
ultra
awesome.
violence.
I don't know how violent.
Reciprocating
We're
saw.
still WWE here, but
Reciprocating saw to the forehead.
And then, like we said, the two main events. I'm assuming we're gonna call them both main events. I don't know which one's coming on last, but Roman Reigns versus Triple H. I'm not. I don't hate Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns. I think he's progressed. I think he's done a good job. I didn't see him being the breakout star of the Shield, but it is what it is. WWE loves him. The women love him. The kids love him. Some of the guys love him. He's.
I'm not a hater, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's
I think I'm just tired of having him crammed down my throat, kind of like Cena.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and Cena's done a lot to earn people's respect because of the longevity of his career, and maybe Roman Reigns will be somewhere at that point.
And he's still young. I don't think he's even barely 30 or.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to do a lot to earn people's respect. He's going to most likely leave Mania as the champion. I don't see anything else happening. They don't have a Money in the Bank clause like they did last year with Rollins.
But maybe a return from Rollins?
This guy's pulling
at
strings here. He's trying to...
I'm not, because we've all heard that he's been busting his ass to get back. He's kind of just fallen off. Like, no one's heard from him. In months, it seems like, and he never lost the title, so he kind of deserves a rematch.
You think they're going to add him in the day of Mania?
I don't think that, but I think if Roman wins, I'm going to say that on Monday Night Raw, we're going to hear that entrance music demanding his title match that he never lost, and we're going to see him hold that title up with the second heist of the century.
It could.
I'm like you said, I'm pulling it out, but I'm just saying, like, it could happen.
Yeah.
Something's
gonna happen. Something's gonna happen. Yeah. So, I think Reigns is gonna leave WrestleMania as a champion, whether it's the end of the night or not. If not, then the end of the night is gonna be the main event for control of Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw, not WWE. Did anybody catch that? Brand split?
Who knows?
There's been rumors, but he didn't say the WWE. He
and
said Monday Night Raw.
Also, the opposite of that is the other stipulation that if he beats The Undertaker, it's The Undertaker's last WrestleMania match, not his last match.
So you gotta listen.
So you gotta listen. There's a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? They're trying to swerve us a little bit, I think.
It's Swervomania for sure.
Swervomania.
So there's gonna be
there's gonna be things happening. So this card at first felt like it was a little put together because of all the injuries that WWE had, which is just unfortunate. Like, all these guys went out this year, but I think with what they've had, they've done pretty well. It's gonna be I think it's a decent card that has a lot of potential. I think a lot of guys are going to really step up their game and try to steal the show and become stars because, like guys like Zack Ryder, and stuff like that. All right.
Well, I remember last year going into Mania, like, we were excited to go. We're like, man, this card's kind of
Yeah.
But, man, that was I don't want to say it because I was there, but WWE it was a great
always knows how to pull off a great Mania.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great Mania. It's going to be a great Mania weekend. Tonight, NXT. Tomorrow, Hall of Fame. Sunday, Mania. It starts early. It's got like a 2-hour pre-show, 4-hour show. So you got like 6 hours of wrestling.
Plus you got the Raw after Mania.
We got Raw after Mania, which is going to be possibly NXT debuts. Returns, big storyline.
Rollins is returning.
Yeah, it could be Rollins, big endings to storylines and beginnings of new storylines. So
that Raw's always great.
Best Raw of the year?
Always.
Yeah.
Crowd's going to be on fire. Matches are going to be on fire.
I think they kind of shit the bed a little bit on the Go Home show last week, or earlier this week. But
Shano dropping the elbow was awesome.
that was cool. But yeah, it was a weird go home show, I thought.
Yeah.
So I think the Mania, Raw after Mania, of course, is gonna just blow it out of the water.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I'm excited for tonight. NXT. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for Nakamura.
Yeah.
I have a special shirt that I ordered for WrestleMania. I'll be wearing it that day. What shirt are you gonna wear?
I don't know.
I know it's kind of weird, but I
weird.
ordered a shirt just for WrestleMania.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll post pictures. Keep up with us. We'll be on Twitter. We'll be on Instagram. We'll be on our Facebook, posting lots of stuff from this weekend. I don't know that we'll be live tweeting Raw. I'm sure we'll be tweeting something. I don't want to say that we're going to be tweeting every match, just because we're going to be so into the show. So it's going to be.
We might. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
We might throw a hashtag in there. Maybe after we'll talk about
CRÜEMANIA.
Hashtag CRÜEMANIA just in case.
There we go. CRÜEMANIA.
CRÜEMANIA.
Look at that.
We have a logo.
So yeah, check it out. Keep up with us this weekend. Keep up with all indie shows this weekend. Keep up with all of WWE shows this weekend. I don't have to tell you that. If you're watching this, you're a fan. You're probably already going to be doing all that. So
it's gonna be great.
It's going to be a good show.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Most wonderful time of the year.
For us, anyway.
I'll take this over Christmas.
Well, I still want gifts. I still want gifts, but
I'll take this over President's Day.
Jack Tunney? Come on, man. This guy's so disrespectful. Good Lord.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. It's been a long episode. Thanks for keeping up with us.
You'll see pictures of us, and we might do. I know you can go live on Facebook now. We've never tried it. Maybe we'll try it on WrestleMania. We'll see what we can do. Like I said, I've never even looked at it, but if we can do it, we'll do it.
All right.
Hopefully Rated R will be feeling better by then. If not, 2/3 Legendary Ring Crüe, we're going to be there. I already got a little menu planned. We got some food. It's going to be...
Nice.
If you haven't heard of it, I have a thing called WrestleMania Mix. It's nacho cheese Doritos and nacho cheese popcorn. Mix it together in one bowl.
It's WrestleMania Mix.
It's WrestleMania Mix. It was accidental. It was made on WrestleMania 13. We had two things in one bowl. So my buddy said, put it together. The greatest thing I've ever did in my life. But yeah, that's another story.
I just want some Michael Coleslaw.
Oh, God.
No? It wasn't good?
It was good, but...
Alright, we're talking too much. Anyway.
Yeah, we're excited. We got so much. After this, we're going to get ready to watch NXT. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be great. Stay tuned for Mania. As always, do what you do, but whatever you do, don't mess with WrestleMania season or the crew. We'll see you on Sunday.